Depending on the type, most disabilities are identified during early childhood or acquired in the elder years. However, there are many disabilities that people can get at any point in their lives. It is important to acknowledge the breadth of this minority group and that an individual is not defined by their disability. Some disability communities are proud to be identified by their disability, such as the deaf community. However, the majority prefer people-first language, which is a way of communicating that reflects knowledge and respect for people with disabilities by choosing words that put the person before the disability and describe what a person has, not what a person is. For example, instead of saying disabled people, you would say people with disabilities. Instead of saying wheelchair-bound, you would say person who uses a wheelchair. Another example of respectful and revised terminology was determined by Rose's Law, which changed references to mental retardation in federal law to intellectual disability. The general public should be better informed about these appropriate and respectful language choices in order to work toward a more inclusive society. This could start with mass media, as it is an influential communicative forum. Most journalists use AP style when it comes to writing and reporting, and people-first language is not an AP style. Therefore, news stories that mention people with disabilities will typically use rhetoric like disabled people, disabled Americans, or disabled children. In addition to news media, entertainment media is also an impactful storytelling platform that can present this type of accurate information through the stories told on the screen or the page and potentially reshape the public conception of disability. Yet we have a long way to go, as disability stories and voices are mostly absent from these storytelling platforms, and when they are represented, the portrayals are typically negative and/or inaccurate. People with disabilities are rarely represented in the fields of publishing, film, and television, and most characters who are portrayed to have a disability on the screen are played by non-disabled actors. The stories that we read, watch, and experience through entertainment media impact how we perceive outgroups and individuals different from ourselves. When there is little to no representation of a group across these storytelling platforms, how are we able to understand those individuals and their stories?